Spencer Horn with Spencer Horn Solutions here at the beginning of January. Just finished doing one of the things that I love to do best. That's running out in the desert, beautiful rainbow outside. And I was thinking about why New Year's resolutions are so difficult for so many people. And I've come up with two reasons. Number one has to do with how we set our goals, and number two has to do with balance in our lives. So very briefly, number one, how we set goals often is at the beginning of the year, we think of all the things that we want to get better at, and very quickly we lose track of them because we're just focusing on them over long periods of time, and life gets in the way. I remember many years ago, about 8 years ago, I was listening to Brian Tracy, somebody who I've learned so much from and love his ideas and teachings. But one of the things he said about goals is write them down, put them in a drawer, forget about them, and subconsciously you will achieve them. I don't know that I agree with that. I know that last year I set a goal to lose 10 pounds, January 15th, and I set a very short period of time, March 15th, to achieve that goal. And I didn't just measure myself every so often. I was measuring the activities that would move me to that weight loss, namely diet and exercise. Every day I kept track of what I was eating and how many calories I was bringing in and how many calories I was burning. And after the 2-month period, I had lost 12 pounds. I said, oh, I got this, it's easy. So I stopped keeping track every day on my calorie intake and continued the exercise. But over the next 7 months, I only lost 2 pounds. So lesson to me is it requires a tremendous amount of discipline on the activities that move you to the goal. And you have to have very frequent check-in. Every week, you must self-evaluate on a weekly basis. What did you do the week before to move you to your goal? And what are you going to do the next week to continue to move to that goal? But set a period for success. It's a short period of time so you can reward yourself. When you do that, you'll move towards your goals much more easily. Number two, balance. We create imbalance in our lives because of our habits and our patterns of thought. There are many people that have a hard time saying no. As a result, they become overwhelmed in their lives and in their business because they're having a hard time saying no to a coworker that wants to tell them a long story, or somebody that's asking them to do something for them or asking for help. And they're afraid of being rude. I just was with a great IT company yesterday where I was teaching a communication workshop and asking them what they needed to do to be more productive. And one of the things that they talked about is being more assertive. And for most of them, that's very difficult because of their personality traits. Being more assertive would allow them to put limits on other people's behavior. For example, if some coworker comes up and starts telling you a story and you're focused on something else, they typically have a hard time interrupting and saying, I don't have time, because they feel like that's rude. So instead, if they were more assertive, they would say, listen, I really want to pay attention to you, and what you have to say is important. But if it's going to take more than 5 minutes, we need to schedule this. If it's going to be 5 minutes, let me know and I can absolutely listen. Doing that helps them be more assertive, but it will create more balance in their lives so that they can achieve the things that they want to achieve. There are other personality behaviors that are so controlling that they don't allow anyone else to help them. And as a result, they're out of balance. Other people are the ones that are, because of their behavioral traits, are telling those long stories. And so they run out of time and they're not as focused on the things that they need to do, and they're out of balance as well. Others can be so perfectionistic, again, that they're spending so much time getting everything exactly right, they're out of balance. So I know there's many more reasons, but if you can focus on how you set goals and focus on the behaviors that move you towards them on a regular basis, self-evaluating every single week, and you work on creating balance in your life based on your behavioral traits, you will start seeing some more success in achieving your goals. I know there's many others. If you want other great suggestions, go to spencerhornsolutions.com, read our blogs, our articles, watch our videos. We look forward to having a great 2017 and hope you have a great one too. Thank you.